famous. This fame just ain't right. Fame just ain't right. Fame just ain't right. I wanna drive my cars.
Yo, what it is? This is Shawn Chrystopher, and you checking out RealTalkNY.net. My name is Shawn Chrystopher. I'm from Inglewood, California. Rapper, producer, songwriter extraordinaire. Here to take this new generation of music and new West music to somewhere people probably would think we couldn't. Man, I got into music because my mom was a single parent, and she couldn't get off work enough to pick me up from school at 2:00, so she put me in like drum classes, and then from drum classes I took band, and so I've been in like music classes since 6th grade. So that's kind of where I learned like the music theory on all the production side of music. I think it was a hobby at first until people started to really see that I can actually take it somewhere. Like, yo, I really fuck with your shit, and then I just never dropped it. A lot of my friends used to rap or whatever, and then like as we get older or whatever, they graduate from high school, they just like not fuck with it no more. It's like one of those dreams or whatever. But I always stayed with it, and I was just like, you know what, I think I could turn this into something. So I just kept moving. I think I started taking it serious when I was in college, and I couldn't focus on schoolwork without writing songs in class or while I was trying to do homework out of class. Like, it was just always a constant me trying to do something musically. And when I realized that I couldn't separate the two, I left school after 3 years, and it was like, this is what I'm gonna do full time. I like to write songs that people can relate to. I think that those are like the biggest records. So, I write songs, you can write songs about heartbreak. You can write songs about, losing family members or losing friends or things like that. And I think that from like the most gangsters, like the most square, you can relate to them if you write like human records that we've all been through. I can't relate to a lot of things that maybe like a Jay-Z can rap about because I'm not there. So I could just look in awe of what he does, but I can't relate to it because I can't buy certain things that he speaks about. But I think if the records that I write, no matter if you're rich or poor, you can relate to them. So that's kind of what I kind of base my songs off of. I started producing when I was 12. The only person I told I was really doing music at that time was my godbrother. I was like my best friend. We went to the same school, and he's 4 years older than me. And so I told him I really wanted to do music, and he had just gotten this job at the Guitar Center in Hollywood, and he got his first check, and he came home, and he bought like this machine called a QY100. It's like this big, and he was like, "Yo, take this and make beats on it. Like, if you're really serious about it, make your own beats." And I was like, "Dude, I don't even know what to do." So I started to fuck with it, and it was crazy because it doesn't loop, So you had to play every instrument for like as long as the song. So like after 2 minutes, like my song was progressively slowed down because I'm like tired. But that's kind of how I started doing the production thing. And then you just buy more equipment, buy more programs, read more books, read more magazines about it, and start to get real serious about it. And so like now I really take pride in somebody saying like, "Yo, who made that beat?" Like, I like to say me. Like I take real pride in my production as well as my raps. Break out the new whip, flip it sideways. I'm just another advocate showing crime pays. I'm just a killing rapper just because I can. I started out in Inglewood, and I be in Japan. Yeah, CHRYSTOPHER. Spell my shit right or don't say it at all. My mama on my head because she say I never call. I told her I'm okay. She wanted to hear my voice. I told her that I'm paid, but she mad at my choice. The choice of selling CDs over getting degrees got me feeling so alone in my TP. Oops, I'm in condo. All about my green like Rondo. Yeah, nigga, I made it all pronto. The head honcho. And I came up faster than the dinner inside a skinny model. You niggas follow, or should I break it down for a a little bit. Tour bus got me feeling like Will Smith. Everybody say that I be on that different shit. But when you speak, nigga, I be indifferent. Yeah, so I don't hear what you said, people. No Haley Joel Osment. I don't see dead people. And yeah, you dead people. I'm just the head people. I dress you in blue and feed you to the red people. Shawn Chris. I think that there's a voice of a certain type of kid that hasn't really been given a chance to really be on the main stage yet, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to be the voice of the voiceless. Like, there's a lot of kids who are just like me, who really haven't been able to tell their own stories yet because a lot of people haven't given them a chance because they said, oh, he looks like this or dressed like this or sounds like this or he's not hip hop. And so I kind of want to break down those barriers. Like, you know, when Pharrell first came out and he had the cargo shorts and the trucker hat and the thick mustache and he was riding BMX bikes, like, that wasn't hip hop before. And so all those kids who dressed like him, who looked like him, now had a voice because Pharrell was riding for him. Like, that's what I want to do for my generation. I want to ride for kids who look like me and give them a voice at the end of the day. Life growing up in Cali is crazy because California is no matter where you are, you're 15 minutes from the richest neighborhood, the poorest neighborhood, the most gangsters neighborhood, the most white neighborhood, and it's like, you know, it isn't like you have to drive all the way out to see all these rich people. Like, you can be in the hood and go to the grocery store and be shopping with millionaires. And so just seeing that is crazy, but it also added a lot to me as a person and as a musician because I can pull from all those things. Like, where I was born and raised, I was raised in Inglewood, California, and that's like blood territory. So like a lot of friends who I went to elementary school and middle school with are real bloods. And then we would go party on Saturday night in Hollywood with like the kids who you see on the hills. And then, you know, it's just real crazy. So it's not just one dimensional. LA is like, it's so many different facets to it. When I left school to pursue music, I really didn't have the best relationship with my family. Like, you know, because it was weird because I was on scholarship. I had a 4.5-year scholarship to go to USC. And when I left, like, I was looked at like the idiot of the family. Like, what are you doing? You know, like I remember, like, after that, my aunt said to me, she's like, man, you used to be so smart. And I was like, yo, like, how did I stop being smart? Like, I thought that was just something. And so, like, my relationship with my family was, like, almost non-existent to some of my family members because it was like, this kid just threw his stuff away because everybody says they wants to rap. So when I said it, like, I was just like Joe Blow, who stands out on, you know, Crenshaw and raps and hands out CDs. Like, that was them. I was him to my family. So, you know, I sacrificed a lot, you know, but I could stand here today and say I made the right decision. Man, I think that because you only live life once, and I always say, you know, when I die and I go to heaven, God's not gonna ask me to see my degree to let me in. So if that's not, you know, that's like, the school is such a minuscule part of life. There's so many other things. And at the end of the day, as long as I'm happy, that means more. That should mean more than anything on earth. And so I wasn't happy pursuing, you know, college and not doing music. So I had to make myself happy. And so I was like, you know, I got to do what I got to do, man. And I just went full speed ahead. Man, I've been a fan of Real Talk when it was the blog spot, when it was just the longest address ever. When you had people holding up the postcards that said Real Talk and everything like that. Like, I was checking Real Talk in college like every day. When it was, you know, popping or flopping, all that. Like, I've been checking Real Talk for a minute. Man, I just want to just thank Real Talk and Y for giving me this opportunity to really, like, showcase my talents on this platform, because Real Talk is big for music because of what blogs is to music. And Real Talk started this shit. Like, when everyone else is making their blogs now, like, you even got certain magazines that are focusing on the blogs more than their tangible magazines, and that's because of sites like Real Talk. So I just want to thank Real Talk for giving me the opportunity to even do this, because this is history.